Should I?
Not sure if we can find any of those relics or if they're all completely gone. I wonder if we would have just come back later, if he would be still alive. I mean, in general, what did change because of us
What's going on here?
barging into this battle? If I remember correctly,
Let's see what we can do.
yeah, our job was just to explore and not to fight. It's always the same, Amarach. Do we even have to pick the lock?
Here we go.
Thanks. Of map of Avisan. What I don't get is, it says, an item of interest to a craftsman or collector, a merchant would pay well for it. And down there it says 2 gold coins. Doesn't sound like paying well. Especially with here in a chest just... I don't know. 128 gold coins. Resting.
My tail is twitching. Must be a sign. Might be trap, might be treasure.
Okay. Someone had fun with traps here, I see. I mean, thank God I see.
Helpful, am I not?
Praised be Desna.
I am helpful, am I not? I hope you appreciate this.
Right. Okay, they got it everywhere. But I mean, makes sense for a museum to have more than one copy. Daniel. Book about the angel. The Paladin of Iomedae, the Lightbringer, and Knight of Citadel Resin, heroine of the Crusades. Not the angel. A hero. Yaniel disobeyed her orders by leaving the garrison to venture deep into the Worldwound alone. 2 years later, she returned at the head of a crusade squad she'd saved. Died during the fall of Dresden in 4638.
I am helpful, am I not?
Ooh, magic essence. Composite longbow. Ah, it has an additional effect. So it's entrapping. And +1. Whenever it hits, whenever confirms a critical hit, all enemies in a 10-foot area must pass a reflex saving throw or become entangled for a round. Doesn't sound like something that happens too often. But hey, still nice, I guess. 1, 2, price. Like the really cheap things I just want to drop. So maybe we get away from our encumbrance a bit. I told you. Games and encumbrance. My mortal enemies. Alright. Okay. Let's eat for down here. So let's go upstairs. I mean, we made perfect use of our angelic aspect. Huh. Vision of Tagona. The translucent silhouette of a winged female warrior glows softly. You brought us back to waking. Greetings. Who exactly are you? Not who. What? Memories. This place was created as a cradle of memory and fantasy. The things that belonged to the city's heroes were kept here. People used to come to this place to remember those heroes. And myself and the others are living memories. You woke us, so here we are. Lots of things seem silent only until you care to listen to them. Listen here, someone's memory has awoken to reveal itself to us. So, memories. Of who? Of the heroes the city wished to immortalize. Go, touch a memory, see how they remembered us. After all, this place was created so that our names would never disappear into the mists of history. There used to be a place like this near Nidholm, land size. Quiet, calm. I used to walk among the plinth and pedestals, wondering, the people who founded this place, what was driving them? Were they thinking about future generations? How to pass down their wisdom and show the right path? Or were they thinking of themselves, trying to keep their names and deeds alive? But then the ceiling collapsed and that place didn't exist anymore, so my question was moot. I wish I could say that we have not dishonored your memory, but Kenabres lies in ruins and But you fearlessly battle the invaders with no thought for yourself. You found no center. We are proud of you. Right. In the old days, mortal kind lost to those demons after time after time. Time after time after time. And now their descendants are continuing their losing streak. How could they not be proud of that? Why exactly did you help me? A soft smile appears on the woman's face. I sensed something in you, as if you are close to me somehow, like we stood shoulder to shoulder once in the face of evil. I think it's because of the vision we had in the beginning, and that we must do so again. Yeah. I sense that light dwells within you. Very recently you were threatened by a powerful demon, and dark bloodlust tried to enslave your soul, but you opposed it and held it fast. Continue to follow the path of light, and other righteous souls will aid you and follow you. During the encounter with Seelah and demon Salamalek, you resisted the blood rage and awakened the light of heaven inside you. Farewell, farewell, vision. Farewell. The power that gives us the semblance of life is running out, and soon we will once again be but memories, living only in words, pictures and songs. Alright. Ember, a strange child of war, a witch who was burned at the stake and yet survived. Okay. Then let's go to the Arendae party house. Maybe we'll find the Desna follower there? I'm not sure.
Can't make the demons wait.
I really like that song. We like the artist who did that. Seems to be coming from the left side. Let's go. The other side.
We are the light!
You won't survive.
Ah, just some dredges.
That's all you've got? My cat could do better.
No. These doors are mean.
Beautiful.
Okay. These doors are mean because you can't really pass through it. So especially with more complicated fights, would have to see that everyone gets to take part. So let's crash the party. Well. What a splendid occasion count, and this new Numerian elixir is quite something. Well, lots of barely clothed, I think all women. Oh, there's a guy, barely clothed. Oh look, such darling little creatures. I smell beauty. They are demons.
Save
Help.
the last one for me.
Wonderful. Now brace yourself for the smell of your own blood, you ghastly eyesore. Okay. Aranka, there she is. One of the few ones with a bit more clothes on. But I have to correct, it's both almost naked women and men.
No glory.
The fun for everyone. Ah, don't kill her.
Endure this.
Okay, they don't attack her. Great.
Make every strike count.
Into the fray.
Cover me, alright?
No. Come on, Aranka, focus. There must be a way out somewhere. Yeah, let's talk to you. Ah, she's also bored. Thank you, stranger. The young woman does not look the least bit scared. Her cheeks are flushed and her blue eyes are glittering. For saving us from the demons and for your timely entrance. I swear, I don't know who has arranged me more today, the demons or the oh-so-affable master of this house. Panting a little, the young woman looks at you and smiles. Demons aren't the best audience, wouldn't you agree? Performing for them can be pretty unpleasant. But I guess I was at my best today. I detect a professional challenge in your words. The performance I gave the demons was pretty good too, admitted. What should two bards do when they meet amid the ruins in the aftermath of demon attack? Of course they find out who's more talented and whose songs are more inspiring. After all, why not? Let's have a challenge. Come on, join in. Nice. She starts singing, composing verses that are simple, even slightly awkward. But as she sings, her voice imbues them with an undeniable charm. O day of hardship, your frigid embrace is warm with song and lifted from this place. Interesting, it seems all those are persuasion. Yes, do the sappy one. O precious heart, you quiver with hope and jubilation. From death I have delivered this wonderful creation. The young woman claps her hands. Wonderful! That's it, you've outmatched me, I admit it. As an honest bard, I owe you some reward for winning this little contest. You know what? Here, take my ring. I was going to order another one anyway, to match my new dress. Nice. Alright, so I'm a friend of Ilki's? He asked me to find you and protect you. The young woman clasped her hands together. Aki's alive! And he's made a brilliant new friend. It's a shame it had to happen now when the city's under siege by the demons. And those pig-headed inquisitors are pursuing us instead of doing something resourceful. Ooh, Ring of Bardic Resourcefulness gained. So, if I may ask, how did you end up here? Horan's Hound found me and Wallflower and they tried to capture us. Or me and Wallflower. I distracted them and then I lost them in the streets before timing my way into this party. Even if the Inquisitors saw where I went, they wouldn't have been allowed past the door. Horan's held no sway among certain members of aristocracy, so I picked a good place to lie low. That is, until the demon showed up. She shivers and wraps her arms around herself. Do you know where the third of your group is? Wallflower? No idea. If he knows about the demon attack, he won't just hide away, he'll go out and try to help people. If he doesn't know, well, you have no chance of finding him. He's a pretty skilled mage, but I doubt he'll risk using magic. He'll probably do something the Inquisitors won't expect. Pose as someone, disguise himself. Be a great selection of masquerade costumes in the temple. He becomes lost in thought for a moment. I know, I tied my shawl around your arm. Wallflower gave it to me. He spotted right away and know you're a friend. If I were you, I'd look for him in Kenabres Market Square. Oh yay. Back to that. Tell me a bit more about yourself. I'm a ranker, traveling bard and follower of Desna. Many of my fellow bards are rootless misfits who wander the world, unwilling or unable to live a normal life. For me, that's only partly true. I have a wonderful family. My mother, father, grandmother and brother. Right now they are far away, I'm sure they miss me. But they have always supported me in my vocation and they let me be free to roam. Because they knew that I couldn't be happy while there was so much of the world I hadn't explored, and so many places where people might need my help. A bard! That's great! I love singing. Will you sing me a song? Aranka smiles. Sorry, I don't think this is a good time to sing a long, sweeping epic, but I will gladly sing for you some other time. What exactly can you tell me about the master of the house? You don't seem to be too fond of him, right? About the cunt. A voice drops to whisper. I've wanted to smash a jug over his head about 5 times today already. He just brings that feeling out in people. It's really quiet background music. Weird. It's one of his many talents. Other than that, well, you've probably already heard about the Arendae family. All I can say is that the Count's servants flee this place like rats from a sinking ship. No one ever stays here for long, even though he pays them extravagantly. I even heard one of the servants complain that he always feels uneasy in the Count's home. Like someone is watching him. Unseen eyes staring at the back of his head, even if he is back to his wall, even if he turns around. I don't know if I believe all these tales, but I'm telling you, and just what I've heard. Yeah, that's the word on the street too. The tiefling hunches his shoulders. This mansion is the tastiest morsel in the whole city, but all the thieves are afraid to even set a foot in the street. Why exactly did you decide... Oh, there's more music. Why exactly did you decide to break the wardstone and cast magic on it? You put your lives at risk. Your information could have been a trap set by the demons. But it wasn't a demon's trap. Aranka says forcefully, then her voice softens, and her expression turns pensive. You know, living next to the Worldwound and seeing the powerlessness of the Crusaders is very hard. We've been trying to defeat the demons for 100 years now, and we have nothing to show for it. I think that Queen Galfrey and the other leaders think that we can defeat evil if we line up our soldiers in perfect columns and send them marching off with a staring battle cry. We just need a few more soldiers, a little more discipline. But we've been marching for 100 years, and it's always 1 step forward, 2 steps back. And while the soldiers are marching, people like Howrin are seizing power behind their backs. His fanaticism and cruelty were forged in the same furnace of the Crusaders' righteousness. We will never defeat the demons if we keep trying to march down the same path. We need to change tack, to challenge our principles, to trust our hearts and our friends, not mouldering doctrines. We need to listen to any entity that is willing to help us. My friends and I listened, and we trusted, and we tried to change something. At least we tried, even though it didn't work out. Great idea. Marching in straight lines won't work. So let's go attack the demons in a merry band of hopers and dreamers, brimming with enthusiasm and doing just whatever we feel like. When the demons see us coming, they'll die of hysterics and our victory will be complete. Oh, come on. Naive children, that's what you are. But I admit your words stir something in my soul. I wouldn't put you in charge of a military campaign, but I'd be proud to fight alongside you. Well, I killed Hurun, so he won't threaten you ever again. It's a shame it ended this way for him. Hopefully his successor will keep the Inquisition in its check. So, can you get somewhere safe on your own? It looks like the Inquisitors aren't busting down the door just yet, and they are not hiding under the bed, so I think I'm safe for now. I'll be fine on my own. I go to our temple, to Ilkas. The Inquisitors must have searched there by now. They won't go back a second time. Alright, see you there. Good luck. May Desna be with you, stranger. I was just confused why she stayed there. Do they talk? Terrible tragedy. Terrible, I say. When those demons came through, they smashed a fine bottle of Keonan Red. Vintage it was. The Count is so gallant, so handsome, and most importantly ever so rich. It's hard to imagine more agreeable gentleman. If that's what you care for. What good are all these crusaders to the kingdom's nobility are not safe even in their own homes? Alright, Daeran.
Greetings, valiant stranger who has just burst into my life. I am the master of this house, Count Daeran Kale, myriad mellifluous monikers Arendae. No need to introduce yourself. I find remembering insignificant details, such as the name of passing acquaintances, such a bore.
Thanks.
Wow. Bona fide blue bloods and unparalleled aristocracy. All this makes me itch to do something really crass. Ooh, like blow my nose on the curtains.
What are you waiting for, my squamous squire? The curtains in this room are velvet, but we have some excellent silk ones with gold thread elsewhere in the house. Take your pick. My soft furnishings are yours to do with as you wish. I'm quite sick of the place, truly. I shall either sell it, or burn it to the ground and build a new mansion in its place.
Well, doesn't really seem to care about too much, right?
Now that we've finished with the niceties, tell me this. How did all those thrice-damned demons end up at my soiree?
Well, Kenabres lies in ruins. Deskari killed Arendae, the Watson has been captured, and you're asking me why demons gatecrashed your party?
Kenabres in ruins. Deskari. Well, well, well. And I was already lamenting the lack of excitement at my little banquet. Although it must have been tolerable enough if we didn't get notice of a great hulking demon attacking a dragon just outside the window. It seems as though Deskari's occasion was altogether more of a crush than mine. If you will pardon the pun.
Oof. The Count casts a look at the curtain window and the light from the city's fire flickering between the gaps in the fabric. So, what should I know about you, Count, apart from the fact that you're highborn and very rich?
As a child, I had my very own pony, but I always dreamed of having a lamb. I was never allowed one. Sheep were seen as peasant animals, utterly unsuitable for the scion of a noble line. The trauma haunts me to this day. I think of it every time I have roast lamb for dinner.
Oof.
I'm sorry that happened to you. Such a sad story.
I had not even the slightest intention of upsetting such a lovely child.
I'm not lovely. Some people have even called me a scarecrow before.
That's patently absurd. Why, you can't possibly be a scarecrow with a crow following you around.
Well, he got a point.
I'm sorry if I failed to sate your curiosity. I loathe talking about myself to people I don't know, even more to those I do know. The only thing worth knowing, aside from the fact that I am highborn and filthy rich, is that I dislike Puritans and demons in equal measure. Well, perhaps demons a tad more.
Yeah, and you don't really seem to be concerned about the city's fate, right?
I have no friends here whose untimely demise I would care to mourn. The only alarming thing is how easily all this happened. I don't care for the thought that demons could come calling at my door at any moment. And just think, everyone had so much faith in the ward stones gifted by Iomedae's herald, and in the might of our tamed dragon, as if there had been no Dresden or a dozen other routes where the demons overcame every defense.
Well... The Count falls silent and rubs his brow, looking fatigued.
The Arendaes are one of the most ancient and noble families in Mendiv. They are related by blood to Queen Galfrey herself. The Count is the last remaining member of his dynasty. The rest all perished around 10 years ago. In the tragedy at the family seat, Heaven's Edge, the demons got past the defenses and massacred everyone inside.
I thank you for providing your friend with that helpful summary, my lady. I believe I've seen you before, with that hilarious buffoon Horgus Gwyrm. I sincerely hope you are not engaged in any kind of sordid arrangement with him. The thought of something so splendid in proximity to something so grotesque makes me feel quite ill. You deserve a better fate than that, no doubt.
The Count's voice drips with courtesy, but he somehow manages not to sound thankful at all.
Your civility knows no bounds, Count.
And she
I
counters.
most assuredly do not have any arrangement with Master Gwyrm.
As Camellia speaks, hints of carefully suppressed irritation slip into her voice. I have to say, I expect a little gratitude at least for saving you.
Of course, where are my manners? There. You can also poke about the house and claim whatever takes your fancy. Though I imagine some of you already had that in mind.
I may already did that. The Count briefly inspects his hands, then selects the ring with the largest gemstone, removes it, and tosses it to you.
I'm feeling very attacked right now.
Whatever, you can go to the Defender's Heart. It's under the protection of Arabeth Tirabit and the Eagle Watch.
I thank you for the invitation, but I am not quite as desperate as I may seem. At times, it is better to be surrounded by the repugnant mugs of demons than the sour and dour physiognomies of iomedae's righteous paladins.
What about my physiognomy? Sour enough for his lordship? Don't worry, another few minutes with the dazzling Count here, and it'll sour like week-old milk.
Seelah raises her sword with a flourish and uses it to smooth surface as a mirror.
What's this? An attractive paladin with a sense of humor? You're a veritable walking scandal. Either way, my mansion is now safe. I have a pair of half-decent guards. I just need to drag them out of the storeroom and bring them to their senses. I ordered them to drink a love potion, you see? For reasons which seemed extremely witty at the time and in the state of inebriation I then found myself in. They can guard the house while the valorous paladins beat back the demon assault. They will beat them back, yes?
Oof.
As regards myself, I feel like stretching my legs. I know rudimentary divine spells, I am no friend to demons, and I elevate any society that I deign to grace with my presence. I shall accompany you. Only for a short time, of course.
He's a bit like the
I
Red
have no
Prince, isn't
desire
he?
to remain at the vanguard for a protracted period. What say you, my ephemeral but highly diverting acquaintance? After all, Lord Deskari spoiled my party. I now burn with the desire to spoil his.
Any thoughts about that?
I don't like this guy much at all. Not even because of his personality, but just...
Same.
I sense something dark about him.
I guess thumping him one next time he comes out with more aristocratic witterings is not allowed? All the more reason to take him with us. If we don't kill him, the demons surely will.
Whoa. Lann flashes a cocky grin.
He has all these friends at his party, and he still looks so lonely. We can take him with us. Maybe it will make him feel better?
Don't ask me. Having him tag along would be like going for a nighttime stroll through the back alleys with a diamond tiara on your head. Even I don't like that kind of attention.
But
The
you can
Count's
drop him.
presence can only benefit us. I think we should say yes.
Alright, it's a deal.
Capital. Good acquaintances that begin and end at just the right moment often leave the most pleasant memories. Wouldn't you say?
What I don't like is that you can't see what they do. Like, what are their skills, what is their class, before adding them to your party. Well, we'll look at that later.
All right!
WOTR of Galfrey Mendef, ruler of the kingdom and founder of all the crusades into the Worldwound. Where does this lead to?
This is my kind of work.
Oh, just outside.